when I go to the gym as a man, I have to be able to keep my eyes focused on what I'm doing, keep myself focused on what I'm doing, because there's women out there that want your attention. It's a fact, right? You go to the gym, there's ladies that are dressed with tight clothing, right? And every time I go and I'm focused on doing my thing, there's always one woman, two women, three women, however many that are there trying to get my attention or any male's attention in the gym, right? The way I respond is by positioning myself to not have my vision on that woman, whether it's the side of my eye, the front of my eye, the side of the other eye, whatever. So if they're in front of me, I turn and face the other direction, or I go to a different spot where I can't see them at all. And a lot of times I find myself facing a wall, doing my routine. And then this is what happens when I decide to focus instead of focusing on women. I hear these women behind me. They get upset because they're not getting my attention. I'm not giving it to them. So they get upset. How do I know? Because they're banging the weights on the floor, or they're going up to like the paper towel dispenser and pushing it really hard. You know what I mean? So that, I mean, don't get me wrong, like, it's tempting to want to look, right? It's tempting. That's just a part of being a man. It's tempting to want to look at those women and gawk at them. But that would take the focus off me. That would take the focus off what I'm doing. Plus, it would cause me to entertain lustful thoughts. I mean, I'm married, you know, and I'm not saying that marriage is the main reason why to avoid those lustful thoughts. You should be doing it outside of marriage, avoiding those thoughts. And it's very difficult nowadays because it's just very difficult in society because women are taught, not women, but I don't want to say that they're taught, but just look how they're dressed. Like, look how much makeup they have on. All these things contribute to that factor. So I'm constantly having to, even in the workplace, I'm constantly having to keep my eyes fixed on what I'm doing that day. I'm at work. I'm at work to work. I'm not here to flirt. You know, I've got a wife. That's another thing, which my wife is. She's the one that I do like to look at and have those thoughts about, because she's obviously my wife and I get to have, you know, marriage relations with her. I mean, that's the goodness of marriage, of being married, is that you have a person there to have marital relationships with, intimacy and those types of things. But we've misconstrued it. We've taken that intimacy and those types of marital relations outside of the marriage bed, right? Because we act upon lust, we act upon promiscuity, and the society deteriorates because of that, right? So me, if I go to the gym, I see a woman that's half naked, has tight stuff, and she positions herself in front of me or next to me, boom, I move. I'm gone. I'm running. I'm out of there. I go to a different part of the gym or a different space in the gym where I'm avoiding that woman. And they try and they fight tooth and nail to try to get in your vision. And then finally, like, some of them, they figure it out and they leave. They're gone, which is cool, because what I mean by that is, there are some women that do respect a man that is trying to do that, and they, you know, they remove themselves from the situation. I mean, I don't know if it is good, because a lot of times they'll go to another man, because there's a bunch of men in the gym. So if I'm not giving them that supply, they go and find it somewhere else, right? And props to the women that that don't have tight clothing on, that have, they have, some of them have, like, they have a baggy shirt, they have baggy shorts, like not there to show their stuff off, but there to actually work out. Props to them. Like, I noticed them too. Like the other day, there was a girl that was working out next to me. She had, she looked modest. She looked like she was trying to be modest, trying to work out. But at the same time, like, like I could tell she was she was like attracted to me, and watching what I was doing. Right. The reason why I know this is because after I finished my workout, I walked to the paper towel dispenser, and she kind of, like, she walks to, like, meet me there. Like, I can tell that. But I'm married, and I'm not trying to talk to other women. I'm married, that's just, those are my values. Those are my morals. I choose to be with my wife the rest of my life, right? I mean, and I even have, like, my marriage ring on. And anyway, so the girl's there, and she's nice to me. Like, she's actually like, you go ahead first, go ahead and get some paper towels first. And I'm like, no, go ahead, like, go ahead. I gotta do this other stuff over here. Go ahead, that's fine. But just those little gestures, like, from some women, I don't want to say all women, because it's you really have to work hard to find that woman, the right woman, the right wife for you, right? And if you're going to the gym to try to find it, it's even more difficult, because there's plenty of women out there that are trying to, that are wanting attention, that are wanting to get some type of man that will give them attention, So you got to kind of have to vet it out, figure it out. And other places you can go is to, like, So anyways, I'm gonna go into a rabbit hole on other stuff. But anyways, if keeping my eyes fixed on what I'm doing is one of the things that it's self-control. You're controlling yourself to not act lustfully or act on promiscuity that the woman portrays, and men can be guilty of this too, like, because there's men that have tight clothing on, like, they have, their muscles are bulging out, and I myself have to try to dress modestly, because, like, if I'm working out and if I'm doing my thing, excuse me, and I feel like I'm fit and I look good, like, there's times when I want to, like, show off, and for men, it's even, it's difficult for men as well, so, but both ends of the spectrums. I don't want to say that one gender is to blame. Both of us are, we both do it. So self-control is huge in that aspect.